Hello everybody and welcome. I hope you're well. Well, today we're going to talk about this very interesting subject. I came across to a publication that I made and somebody shared it. And when she shared this publication, which I was very grateful for, I looked very careful of what she said on her sharing. And she said something like, well, this video, it's great. It's not a waste. And the word waste is what has me here today making this video. Why is that? Because what we say every day, our vocabulary will give us a way of what diseases we may have, what we struggle in life with, and what are problems in life, what we suffer, what are our deep thoughts that we're not expressing. So in my consultation, when I have a consultation with somebody one-to-one, that is one of my jobs, to listen very, very careful each word that the person says, because each word has a code, and that is my job, to decode those words and to reprogram that on the person. Each word that the person says will tell a story, and how they tell the story and how they will communicate with me tells me also what is their conflict, what are actually the root causes in the person. So why is the word waste? I'm going to tell you in a minute what the word waste will tell me. I got so good at this job of putting attention to the words of the person that even when they fill up the form that I send people to fill up, name, all that, and then I need also all the family tree history. So I will need names for the uncles or grandparents or great-grandparents, but I also need the date. Even in the way that they fill up this form will tell me a lot about this person. I had been able to see when somebody has the tendency to be controlling just by the way they send me this form. Also, just this week, I had somebody that the way she wrote the name for her father and how she wrote the word father, tell me that she had a big need for that father to step up and be a father, because she needed him to be the big one, to be the grown-up. And in this case, she was the one being the father and the mother for her parents. So she needed both of her parents, but mostly her father, to step up and take that role and be the father that she needed for. And when I told her this, and she said, exactly, she said, definitely, that is one of my biggest conflicts. She said that I am my father's father or my father's mother, but he's never been a father figure for me because he's like a child, she said. But that was just because of the way she wrote that form for me. And also the way, so if they do handwriting, sometimes people can deal with technology, so they send me a handwriting one, and then they send a photo and they send it to me, which I'm fine with that also. But that also gives away even more. So before I even met the person, and I know already who are the people that they have conflict with in the family, and a lot, just by the way. And also in the part that it says, why you here for, what is this consultation here for you, will also tell me a lot how they write this part. Because it's not just like, oh, I'm here because I have diabetes and I have blah blah blah. How the words that they use to describe their problems also tells me a lot about this person. So let's start with some vocabulary that for some disease. When somebody has issues with some parts of the body, they have a special vocabulary. So let's start with the colon or the intestines. When somebody has issues with the intestines or the colon, these people have a tendency to have white or black. Is nothing in between. So life for them is injustice or justice. Is never nothing in between. Or they suffer a lot of disloyalties in their life. Nobody's loyal for them. And this is how people with colon or intestine problems have. These words also come a lot in their vocabulary. This is not justice, this is unjust. Those words are always there. This or she was being disloyal or not loyal. She's not loyal to me. He's not disloyal. But also use a lot the words crap, shit, all those words that are related to the colon, to eliminate. And that's where also elimination and waste comes. So this lady that shared my publication, she said, it's not a waste on this video. So when I text her and I said, listen, do you have issues with your colon? Because I had text with her a couple of days before, so I felt that I was able to do this for her. I said, do you have issues with your intestines or your colon? She said, how do you know that? I said, because of the way you share my publication. And she said, I can't believe it. I said, yes, because you said it's not a waste. Because people with intestine and colon problem have a big issue to eliminate, to take that waste out of their body. They have issues because they have a lot of resentment sometimes, or stories that they feel that they need to hold on to their life and not to waste it. People also with stomach problems. Well, people with stomach problems have a big tendency to be a bit of a moaners, to be a bit of a whiners, to be complaining all the time. Because life for them is difficult to digest. I have a whole video about this. Life for them is difficult to digest, so they're always moaning, complaining, whining, and they have this vocabulary also in their life. Apart from the moaning and the whining, they also will say, oh, this is impossible to swallow up, this is impossible to process, this is hard to process, this is not for me, I can't swallow this is really hard for me to swallow. That kind of vocabulary comes across a lot on people with stomach problems. Just like for some people with, for all people with thyroid problems, which I also have a video for this, people with thyroid problems have a tendency to have the word time in their mouth constantly. I don't have time, I need more time fly by, I need time to be quick, I need to rush, I'm always rushing, I need to escape, I feel like I need to run away, stories like that. That is the vocabulary people with thyroid have. They always have the word time in their vocabulary because the thyroid refers to the body clock. So people with thyroid will express it like that in their daily vocabulary. But also, not just these three, but also people when they tell you what the disease that they have. And for this, I have a good story. So one time they invite me to this reunion with some women that I never knew. So when somebody expressed what was my job, somebody, of course, most people always get curious. How is that? Some people get a bit apprehensive, but some people get really curious of how is that the emotions and the disease are related. So this lady decided that she wanted to share that she had sugar problems. And somebody next to her wanted to clarify this for me. And she said, no, sorry, Claudia, she has diabetes. And I said, no, I understood that. And the lady said, no, I don't have diabetes. I have sugar problems. I said, I got you. And the lady, again, she said, no, Claudia, she has diabetes. I said, listen, I'm listening to her. I got it. She has sugar problems. I said, you have sugar problems? Yeah, I have sugar problems. Medically, she had diabetes. But what her conflict inside her was with sugar. And sugar is energy. Sugar is the sweetness in life. Sugar is love. Sugar is all of that that is so good to have in our life. And unfortunately, she never had none of this. She had 30 years of a very violent marriage. She also had the same with her parents and her grandparents. So all the women in her family, including her daughter, had issues with sugar. They never had the sweetness, the joy in their life. And also, she had all the conflicts for diabetes, which is, I do not want to separate my house. My house is divided and I don't want this. I will recommend you to watch my whole video. But she also had this conflict. That's why she was 30 years with somebody that was violent or horrible to her. The same conflict her mom had, the same conflict her grandma had. And now her daughter was also having the same issue. And I always say this, if you want your kids to be happy, if you want your kids to not have the life that you had or that you have, it's time for you to change. When we change, our children will follow our example. So if you want your children to be good, to be happy, you need to do it. So you need to do the work on you. So they gonna follow that. And that's the way we cut those family loyalties and we cut all those histories. Like this lady that she had 4 generations of women that were not, 4 generations that we know, they had issues with having husbands that they didn't deserve. Maybe that's what they needed. So if you want to leave something, a legacy for your children, that's the legacy you need to create. You need to create this. You need to make those changes. When you don't do this, when you don't take time to heal, when you don't take time to heal all of this that these women went through or men went through in your family, you are leaving this for your children. So I will highly recommend you do the work, which will be much easier. The other thing that the vocabulary of the person will tell me also is when the person says, I am in front of the disease. I am diabetic. I am asthmatic. I actually hear this. I am autistic. And also some people, they will say, my son is autistic or my daughter is autistic. I am is a very strong word, although it's a very strong word. And that is not saying who you are. The disease is there to help you heal those emotions that need to be healed. The disease is not here to say you are this. The disease is here to tell you it's time to change. You are a mother, you are a father, you are a daughter. That's what you are. You are love. You are loved. That's what you are. So I am loved. I am a mother. I am a daughter. I am. But I am not diabetic. I am not asthmatic. I am not autistic. That is what the disease is. That is what's here to tell me that I need to heal, but not who I am. So we need to take the I am in front of the disease, because that is literally like putting a flag in front of your door and saying, I am this and I am so proud of this. And you should not be that, because that doesn't define you, who you are, which is a lot more than what you are. And also we have the language for people that cannot achieve abundance, prosperity. People who struggle with that. I've been giving the last 30 days a course in Spanish about abundance. We did 30 days abundance, ancestral abundance. So we work with our ancestors and with that. One of the exercises that I asked these people to do that participated is to put attention in their language. And in their language, we found a lot of stuff like, oh, well, little by little. Little by little. No, you don't want abundance or money or love or anything in your life to come little by little. You want the abundance to come and fill you in. You want love to come and fill you in. So you don't want it little by little. So we need to take the little by little out. We can say step by step. That's fine, because it's saying there's following a path, it's following a journey, but not little by little. The other ones are like people that are always in the fight. We're getting there. We fight. We're getting there. We're fighting this. You're not fighting, because fighting is you going against something. It's like people saying, I'm fighting cancer. You don't need to fight it. You need to take it all in, because the disease is here to help you. The disease is saying it's a big issue that you haven't dealt with. So we need to stop the fighting. We're getting in there. Let me think another ones. Then is also the beliefs, because then we also have vocabulary that sometimes it comes from our family, but then also we have those beliefs that comes also from our family. Those beliefs that says people with money are unhappy. People with money, they not good people. When you have money, changes you. Money is dirty. Money brings problems. Money makes families to fight. So those beliefs also create a big conflict in you, because you want abundance, you want to have a good job, you want to get paid well. But if you have all of this, you're going against your family beliefs. The money is not good. So those people that come from poverty and they achieve a lot in life is because they were willing to go against those family beliefs and loyalties. And they said unconsciously, most of the time, I deserve all of this and I'm going to be fine. Because let's be honest, if you're a bad person poor, you're going to be a bad person rich. So money will not change you. You are the one that changes. It's not money, it's you. So when we go with those beliefs and this vocabulary that we use every day, and on top of that, we buy those books, Law of Attraction, The Secret, all of those books, which I'm fan of all of them, they work. But you need to work deep-rooted, those beliefs that come also from your family, and be able and willing to change that and say, I'm sorry, ancestors, I'm sorry, father, mother, but I am willing to have a lot of abundance in my life in all shapes, not just money. Love also, because then we also have that belief for some women, all men are bad. So of course, you're trying to find Prince Charming, but how in hell you gonna do that when in the back of your mind is your mom, your grandma, your great-grandmother say, all men are bad, all men cheat, all men are terrible, blah, blah, blah. Or the same goes for some men, all women take advantage of you, women are not good, blah, blah, blah. So how you trying to find Prince Charming or Princess Enchanted when you have those beliefs behind you. So we need to go deep rooted on those beliefs and vocabulary that we use every day. So what I invite you today is to put attention on your vocabulary. This week, do that job, start writing. Every time you feel that you had said this word way too many times, you say, and try to change it step by step instead of little by little. Start changing the perception also in your life, and you will see how changes come. And believe me, I have done this course the last 30 days, and all the women that were participating, which were just by life, they just were all women were achieving all this abundance in money, but not just in money, in love and in many other shapes, because we worked on those deep rooted issues, vocabulary, beliefs, and many other stuff. I hope this video has helped you. Please leave comments, any questions. It's been long today, but I think it's worth it. And I hope you had learned something, and I hope this has truly helped you. Take care and bye-bye.